You know whose vibe I don't really vibe with all that much in terms of vibes? The Brooklyn Nets. If I had to choose 3 words to describe the current Brooklyn Nets brand identity, they would be boring, lame, and a third, platitudinous. So I have taken it upon myself to use my extremely limited knowledge of Adobe Illustrator to completely rebrand the Brooklyn Nets. I am changing everything. I made this little brand sheet here that I'm going to be using and filling in with a bunch of new logos and some new jerseys. But before we even get to any of that, I'm going to change the name, because what the hell is a net? Why are they even called the Nets? If only we knew. Okay, and then I'm gonna put like the... When they first got to New York, it was quickly noticed that other teams in the area had names that rhymed with each other, those being the Jets and the Mets, and so they decided to call themselves the Nets. Get it? Because it rhymes? Now naturally, when you name your team the Nets, you are handicapping your designers as evidenced by their first logo. Ew, gross. Get this thing away from me. It wasn't long though before they decided to just change it to the tried and true ball and team name combo that we continuously see used in the NBA to this day by teams that do not have an ounce of creativity. And then the New Jersey thing happened, and they updated the logo to be bolder. It didn't stick around for very long before they decided to take a page out of the New York Islanders book, which I find kind of odd considering the fact that this logo is bad, but they went with it anyways and made their own logo that resembled it, that, predictably enough, was also bad. So they eventually just went back to the name and ball combo once again, but this time they were determined to make it interesting, so they made it look like a popsicle. And then they brought it into the 3rd dimension. And then the Brooklyn thing happened and they just kind of gave up. Now, as a side note, I would like to say that the perfect logo for a basketball team called the Nets already actually exists, but it was made for the wrong team. Tell me that this doesn't work for a team called the Nets. You know who it doesn't work for? A team called the Cavaliers. This right here is what I would classify as the Nets' main logo, and it is quite literally just a basketball with a B in it. So our task today is to come up with something a little more creative than that. So theoretically, this shouldn't be too hard. First things first, we have to, again, come up with a new name for this team because, as previously shown, Nets isn't really easy to work with in terms of coming up with something actually creative. So we have to think of a different name, a better name, a name that suits New York and Brooklyn, you know, a greasy, gross, disgusting, dirty, vile. The first thing I kind of think of when I think of New York is like the subway, you know, that's kind of like a big New York thing. The subway, I think, is kind of a cool thing to utilize as far as brand, and the Nets have actually done it in the past, kind of briefly using like subway imagery on the court and stuff. So I think that we're gonna go ahead and lean full into that theme here and go with a subway theme for this new Brooklyn basketball identity. When thinking of a cool word for like trains, one word that comes to my mind is metro. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's because that's like what British people call the train. Hello, governor. I'm up and up on the metro. Charlie bit my finger. So we're gonna go with metros. First things first, get rid of this garbage. Okay, so our first task is to draw up the primary logo here. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is draw the front of a subway. I think that'll be kind of the logo. Essentially, I'm just gonna be trying to draw this, but in black and white, which normally I would never in a million bajillion years pick black and white as a color scheme, but you know, I actually think it might be kind of fun to work within that parameter. So we're gonna keep it. Check this out. Square. We're gonna arc it up a little bit, you know, for train purposes. We're gonna make a nice pure white version. There we go. We may be cooking. The headlights for our train are gonna go here. Now we'll add ourselves some wheels. There we go. That's kind of like a basic shape, I would say, of a subway. Already more interesting than a basketball, right? Right? And then we're just gonna kind of maybe do like this a little bit of this action. Fill this whole shape in with black. Yeah. Needs to be like rounded windows because it's a subway. And then what we're gonna do, and this is gonna be, oh, that's how you round things. I'm learning. Yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for. Yeah. Oh yeah. Something like this, and then what if I ditch the second ones and do it like that? It looks a little better. And it's gotta be a nice thick 7-point circle. We want everything to be thick, you know, such as myself. We are going to take the text box and we're gonna put a, you guessed it, J. Okay, so upon doing some further research, Brooklyn actually starts with a B, so we'll put that there instead. Give us another rectangle. Give our train eyebrows, essentially. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. We've got ourselves a primary logo here for our Brooklyn, our beloved Brooklyn metros. I added some extra stroke stuff, which I think looks pretty solid. I'm actually gonna skip this part, the seal part, and I know that you're probably wondering what that even is. Again, we'll get to it. Jesus, hold on. And I'm just gonna jump right into the word mark. I think with our word mark, we can kind of lean more into like, without trying to detract from the overall like sense of identity with it, I think what we can do is make it a little more fun. I mean, when you think of the subway, you do not think of clean. For the love of God, you do not think of clean. You think of gross, dirty ass filth. You think of stuff that's like, you know, it's a hodgepodge. That's the nicest way I guess I can put the subway. I've been on the subway, by the way. Don't think I'm just like making all this stuff up. Let's start by just trying to draw a B. Pen, boom, there. Poop diddy scoop dee whoop. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna keep drawing lines and cute little shapes. There, B, right? It's like a little scribblier, like messier B, I would say. The O's will be pretty easy, I would assume, right? You just kind of, but they gotta be different sizes. There's one more circular, one more, you know, ovaler. Maybe do a little like up-down kind of situation. You know, one goes up, one goes down, the next one goes up, the next one goes down, kind of deal. This is all about experimenting right now, so this is not finalized, so don't look at this and look at how bad it is and be like, oh, buddy, I don't know how to tell you this, but that shit is ass. Like, I know. I'm just gonna go ahead and shrink it a little bit. Let's see if we can't fit an L and a Y and an N in there. I don't want to have to keep shrinking it to fit. It looks like chicken scratch, but that's like kind of cool, right? Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. For the word mark, I'm gonna make a new document, a full 20. Boom. There we go. And now we can make it bigger as well. Because the bigger the better, right? And then we will copy over meh that we have so far. Meh. It's coming along now. Now we just gotta draw up the rest of our letters. A touch of space up here because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like a line. I'm just gonna kind of make it a little wavy. This is like graffiti. This is like real graffiti. You know what I mean? Like when you think of graffiti, you probably think of like fancy bubble letters and murals. No, you get underground. This is what it's all about. This is, some guy took out a Sharpie and just drew on the wall in the subway and just, you know, he probably wrote something vulgar, but in this case, he actually wrote Brooklyn Metro's Command A, and then I go into stroke and I do this, and I make it thicker. So now we have our word mark, and we have our primary. So now we combine them into the seal logo. That's not like an official term. I call it the seal because, you know, that's just what I call it. It appears that in the NBA, seemingly, I think it's like a mandate, like some kind of requirement, that there's like a logo that you have that has like the whole shebang, that has your name and your logo in it together, and it's like in the shape of a circle. So the Brooklyn logo is normally, right, you think of just that B with the basketball in it, but for some reason they also have to have one where it's the same thing but with a circle around it that says Brooklyn and New York, which I think is interesting. They didn't put Nets down there. So our job today is to just take our primary here and then put it inside of a circle. I don't know if Mr. Silver would like it too much, but I have an idea to make it a little more interesting. This won't be just an ordinary circle. Hell no, this is gonna be a fun circle. So we're just gonna make a big giant circle, make it like kind of wavy. Okay, so there, boom. Now we have this like bulbous blob. I don't know if the blob thing works all that well. All right, we're starting over. Yep, bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna add a bunch of little path points all over the place here. And we're just gonna start stretching and pulling. Okay, hello. What do we have here? Based department. Just gonna grab all of our B stuff, Command V it. It took me like 10 minutes to get one letter in. The camera's about to die again, and I am a hungry little boy. So I'm gonna go get some food. Okay, yeah, I like where this is going. How am I gonna like line it up? I gotta like line it up now. So I'll get all the letters in here, and I guess I'll just have to trial and error my way through the process of trying to get them all like lined up in a nice way. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't make art because you're too stupid, because believe me, I have been told by everybody I know that I am an idiot and that they don't like me. And I tell them right to their face, I say, why did I do something wrong? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, did I do something? There we go, all right. Boom, the Brooklyn Metros. I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this. This is what I'm feeling this. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling this. Now, I noticed that these little spots over here are kind of empty. So what I think we'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna draw like a little basketball, and then I'm gonna put that in there. I don't think I can draw a basketball from memory now that I'm trying to. Okay, yeah, this is kind of actually what I'm looking for. Like this kind of thing. This kind of deal. If it'll load, please load. For the love of God, load! There we go. So just like that, kind of, just a little nudge. Whoa, whoa. Big nudge. Stretch it in. And there we go, right? That looks kind of like a basketball. All right, yeah, so that fills the space a little bit. The question is now, like, do we want to put anything down here? Do we want to add like a couple of lines? I mean, we could, you know, we can try it. I don't know, maybe if these were like representing making the ball fly, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's actually, I kind of like that. I flipped the basketballs which ways they were facing because it felt like it made more sense from the like trajectory of the lines that we have. So cool. So I think we have like our nice little seal logo here. I might add a couple, like another like outline, like what I did with this one. Gotta get back into costume. Hi, Braden from the future here, and I'm editing this video currently. I'm an idiot. It turns out that for a large chunk of the alternate logos design process, I was recording neither my screen nor my audio. So, whoopsies. Obviously, for a video like this, I can't, like, go back and reshoot that stuff unless I wanted to, like, fake it, I guess, and, like, pretend that I was making it for the first time. But I don't know. I'm an honest guy. I'd prefer not to do that. So instead, I'm going to just fill you in on everything that wasn't documented. So, bear with me here. So for the alternate logo, I took some inspiration from the beautiful New York wildlife, and I decided to make it a rat. Now, I can understand that that might be a little controversial and that people might not want their city and their team necessarily represented by a rat because it's not the most flattering animal, but that's kind of why I like the idea. In addition to the practical reason, obviously being that the subway system is crawling with rats, I also like the idea of just the vibe that having a rat as your logo gives off. Like, it's kind of rebellious, I think. I think it kind of says, like, we don't care what you think about us or whatever, and I kind of like that attitude for, like, the overall design we're going with here. It turns out, though, that drawing a rat is actually incredibly hard to do for a novice such as this guy. I spent a long time trying to draw the silhouette of the fuzzy little creature, and it was not going very well. So I started getting pretty annoyed and I decided to take a break, and it's a good thing I did, because when I came back from that break is when I actually started recording everything properly. So that is where we're going to pick up. So yeah, with that being said, take it away, past Braden. Okay, so we'll have one that goes here. Give it the old curve. Wait, I'm goated. All the fella's gonna do is fill it in with black. Let's just test something real quick. And then we'll just delete some points here. So, boom, gone. We'll stretch this mofo out. There, he's kind of angry now. He's pissed. That's good, right? That's what we want. We want a pissed rat. We want a rat that's mad. I don't hate it. Now, I'm feeling like we should put something in the silhouette, maybe a little more. Like, I mean, this could work as just the standard design, but let's experiment a little. I got time. What if we take this, we throw it in here. Oh, wow. Oh my God, that shit looks like Jurassic Park. We can do interesting things here. This is the single greatest design like ever in sports history. The Mighty Ducks logo, never heard of it. I know of the Brooklyn Metro's logo. That's what I know of. This is jank. Bro. You want to know what kind of made me think about doing this? I'll give credit to that logo here. This logo right here. I'm giving the flowers what the flowers are due, because this Sabres logo is awesome. It might be like my favorite Sabres logo, actually. And I like how the text is in it. And I kind of want to do that to a more extreme level here with my rat. It's coming along, I mean, shit, man. I'm such a happy guy. I love being happy. It's a shame I don't get to do it more often. Okay. Tell me that's not kind of cool. I feel like the Metros really kind of helps stray away the fact of how kind of bad my rat is. I'm vibing with it, and last time I checked, vibing with something was not a bad thing. I might want to make his ears a little maybe like pointier, because right now I don't know if he looks menacing enough, so I'll put one on each side and then I'll just kind of like do this, like that maybe. Okay, that looks a little bit, I kind of like that. It's ridiculous, but that's what we're going for. Remember the previous iteration of this team. Remember what they are, right? They were the safest, most boring, play it safe, I don't care, lame ass brand design team. And now we're spicing it up. My favorite era of sports design is like the mid to late like 90s, maybe some early 2000s, where they were just doing everything. They were just batshit insane, and it was awesome. They were ridiculously creative. If your design isn't contentious, then I think you're doing it wrong. That's where I'm at. Like, if your design doesn't make people go, no, that's ridiculous, then I don't know if it's really all that interesting. The goal is to make it interesting. I'm still not a fan of the S. I'm thinking I'm going to do maybe a little path manipulation. What the hell? All right, hang on. Okay, new day, same hoodie. You know, consistency. Yeah, ran out of camera batteries last night. Anyways, the good news though, I think I finally got the S where I want it here. So that's cool. So now is the fun part. I think I've said that like 10 times. We get to combine this identity together to try to create a cohesive piece of clothing. Fashion. We're going to go ahead and we are going to design ourselves a Brooklyn Metro's jersey. And I have it set up where it's going to be the dark jersey, the white jersey, the alternate jersey, because like, Nike, get out of here with your stupid association, icon, city. Who, like, stop overcomplicating it, you know? My God. Just standard dark, standard white, and then, you know, maybe a fun alternate. You don't need a city edition and a city connect like in baseball. Like Nike, they've overdone it on the jerseys in their leagues, so I'm glad that the NHL is not using Nike. But anyways, we're losing focus. Can't break focus. I haven't broken focus once this whole time. Wow, my computer is like screaming for help. Dude, it's been on for like 10 minutes. Like, calm down. You know, it's like, oh, I can't do it anymore, master. Like, dude. Okay, so these are the current Brooklyn jerseys. If I had to guess, I would think that we could probably come up with something better. Perhaps just a hunch, maybe. So let's do that. I want you so bad. First of all, we have to like draw a basketball jersey. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. And the first one we're gonna do is the dark jersey. So I'm filling this in with black. Oh my goodness. Black historically is road in basketball, is the road jersey, which means that typically you put the city name on your road jersey. But I don't know, I feel like they just kind of wear whatever now. It doesn't really matter. Do I want to put the word Brooklyn or the word Metros on the black one? I'm gonna go with Metros. Cool. I'm gonna have to do some fixing. I don't like doing fixing. They always say, you know, you gotta get your dog fixed or whatever, and it's like, dude, my dog is not broken. Boom, big giant Metros on the front. Okay, one thing I want to do first and foremost is I want to probably put a white stroke, a white outline around this. Cool. But obviously we need more than this. First of all, we should probably put a number on it, but I'm thinking train tracks. Now hang on, okay, I'm going to take this and I'm gonna put it here. Metros, there we go. We're gonna have to draw the number by hand again so it fits within the theme here. I'm just gonna use 23 for the number. I hope that doesn't offend anyone. Like, how dare you use, you know, 23 Michael Jordan. I don't know if anyone cares. I'm gonna put it off to the side here. There. I have to like do it by hand, I don't know. There, that's a 2. That's a fun looking 2. I don't mind that. Okay, my house is falling apart right now. Oh my God. I would be scared for my life right now if I was normal. Squash it a little. You know, it has to be legible is the thing. Okay, boom, 23. So what I want to do is I want to put train tracks on it. You know, train tracks kind of going around the, down and around the jersey. So I was thinking like off to the side here, we'd have some train tracks. You know, chugga chugga choo choo kind of vibe. For example, we put a line here, and then it like curves around maybe over there. Oh yeah, lines. Train tracks tend to have lines. And then I'm thinking what I might want to do is have this go and then like extend onto the back. So like you could see it on the back as well. What if the M was like a tunnel that the track was going into? Like maybe I shouldn't have this and then I don't know though, because then it might be kind of hard to tell. I'm just gonna keep it like this for now. Just go down here, we'll keep crossing our T's and dotting our I's or whatever, you know, I mean, shit man, I don't know, you know. I don't even know what a metro is. Okay, hey, that's not bad. I feel like there should be something up in here too. We're experimenting right now. This is prime experimentation mode. Little fun time, little fun time, little... Help me. I always thought about that. Like, I think when people say bless you, I wouldn't be surprised if it was originally like a demon thing. Like, oh God, you're gonna explode or whatever. Like there's a demon in there. What about this? Is this too busy? Get out of here. Get out of here. Maybe we simply just take this and put another one up here. Since this is intersecting, I'm going to take our black marker here and let's go way deep here. Oh shit, that's like literally a pixel. Got it, got it. This must be what like barbers feel like when they get that perfect snip. Oh, I wasn't even zoomed in on the right one. Almost there, almost there. It's good. Okay, I think it's kind of cool. I think it's neato. So there's our dark. Now we're gonna do our white. Wait, oh, we need the back of the dark jersey though. So freaking hecking delete. What's this? Is this Metro's? Goodbye. The underline, goodbye. So now we've got this. So with that being said, our track, we'll take that first. So like when it's going off on our dark jersey, it's going off like straight. So it has to be coming on like straight. Wait, when it starts on this one, where is it starting from? Oh, it starts from up there. So we can't have it like loop around and connect again. I don't know, this is throwing me off, man. I'm scared. I've never been so scared in my life. Like this, and then this, and then we'll just... I am thinking there's a chance I'm onto something. The thing is though, is the stupid name. Like, the player name. Does the number go low? And then the player name go here? Does it go inside the tracks? I don't think it should go inside the tracks. I feel like up here. Okay. Holy shit. Oh my God. The problem now is like, what happens when you trade for Giannis? You know, it's like, how are you gonna fit Antetokounmpo in there? Is it gonna be like Antetokounmpo, like all the way? It's actually be kind of cool, frankly. I don't know what like the rigid like rules and structures are when it comes to NBA jerseys. Like, are there certain rules where it's like you cannot print a player's name upside down or sideways or something, where it's like, you know, like what they did for the like the turn ahead the clock baseball jerseys, if anyone remembers those. But if they do have some kind of like rule or regulation against doing anything fun, like, then we're cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna export this as the back, and then I'm gonna try to fit both of them in here somehow. You know what we could do? Have them kiss. No. There we go. And so now we've got both of them. So I will go ahead and just do them in white now. So we'll just do the back of the white jersey for now, and we'll worry about this later. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna export this. Okay, cool. Now we're good. So you may notice, if you're an eagle-eyed viewer, that I am now currently in Photoshop. This is because I made a humongous, colossal mistake in Illustrator. I deleted all of the assets from the front of the jersey, the dark jersey, because I thought I was done with them, forgetting that I had to go in and change the color of them for the white and also modify other things. So I had to do that in Photoshop with the PNG of the dark jersey. It's really awesome that I screwed that up, but nonetheless, we can still do this. Can you take Illustrator layers and assets and put them into Photoshop? Oh my God, you can. I saved the day. Dude, I never knew that. If no one got me, I know Adobe got me. Can I get an amen? Thank heavens, sweet merciful Neptune. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna export this baby. So there we have home, away. So now we just need an alternate jersey. And if you don't think I'm gonna be using the rat for the alternate, you're stupid, my darling. Oh, my silly, silly little fool. You're an idiot. We still have our rat saved, I think here? Yeah, there he is. Big dog. Big dog. We stick him in there. Love it. Love the rat. There, done. Alternate done. No, I'm just kidding. What should we do with the rest of this jersey? I was thinking maybe rat like footprints, but I think that might be kind of dumb. I might just do some wiggly stuff. Might just throw some lines on there, you know, some wiggly jigglies. Line, line, line. Ooh, pinstripes? Like, do we want to do pinstripes? If they were like fricked up and diagonal. I don't know, I kind of like the black line motif, so we'll just do that instead. Now wait a minute, maybe we want to do that down here. Now it looks like we put 23 in quotes, like, yeah, sure, you're number 23. Maybe we should just keep them up here then. I don't know, for an alternate, I feel like we need more like stuff going on, you know? That is so annoying, that big giant train noise, like, bruh, like I'm trying to record something here, man. Like you're not even, it's like you don't even care. And we could probably, if we want, make this like bigger. It'd be kind of interesting. And then the back is the same probably. Okay. You probably get the idea now. Looks to me like we've kind of got ourselves a brand identity here, I would say, wouldn't you? So here's the deal, folks. We are done. We are finished. Holy moly, that took ages. That took ages. I started this yesterday at like 3, and it has been over 24 hours of on and off working on this. But nonetheless, I think turned out pretty solid. So we have primary logo. It's the front of a train. Looks good. I don't know. I'm so tired. We have the seal logo, as it's called, the Brooklyn Metro's seal logo. We decided to go with a gooey amoeba thing around instead of the generic circle. We have the word mark, which is just a simple, you know, thin but not too thin font that reads Brooklyn Metros. And we have ourselves the alternate logo, obviously. That's our brand imagery. And then as far as what's actually worn on the field, the court, we've got the dark jersey here. Just says Metros. It's got the train track. The same thing with the train track for the white jersey, except it is Brooklyn instead. Then our alternate, we use the rat logo, and then we've got, you know, some rat claw marks on the shoulders, a little extra stripes down the side and the back. There we go. These are the Brooklyn Metros, baby, and this is what it's all about. Yeah, no, this I'm pretty proud of this. I think, you know, I'm not, for someone who hasn't really used Illustrator all that much, for someone who's just kind of like learning as he goes, I would say that this looks pretty solid to me. I'm pretty proud of my work here, and I'm going to export a copy of this brand sheet so I can have it at all times. Hooray! I think that's going to be it for today, folks. So thanks for tuning in and watching this go down. I guess I'll conclude by saying